Welcome to Excel tutorial. Today I'll teach you how I have created my habit tracker in Excel. So with the help of this habit tracker, you can list down all your habits, whatever habits you have, you will be able to list down, and then you'll be able to track how well you're trying to actually follow these habits. So it also comes with the dashboard. I'll first show you how this habit tracker is going to look like, and then I'll teach you this from scratch. So here is how my habit tracker will look like. So this is the complete monthly tracker we have. So we'll first have the graphs and how many monthly goals have been achieved, and then here how many habits we have completed, like we have followed for that particular month, and how much is not done and what is the percentage also we'll be having. And then here we'll have all the habit listed over here, and then we'll have for quarter one, quarter two, like this for all the 4 quarters. We'll just try to have the quarter wise analysis for every month. We are just having the analysis for each and every habit. I'll teach you how you can create a habit tracker completely like this. Let's get started. I opened a new Excel. So I'll name the sheet as monthly overview. So first I'll just come to the top and then completely select this. I'll say merge center. So here I'll have the title monthly overview. And then I can just try to do the formatting over here. So I'll make this bold and also I'll fill this with the color, and I'll have the text color as white color. This is going to be the title for the complete dashboard. So first at the top, let me give some space over here for the dashboard and the required graphs over here. And then first let's try to create the table over here. So I'll just try to increase the width of this particular column. So I'll completely select these 3 cells. I'll say merge center. So here I'll say monthly habits. So all my habits I can just list down over here. And then first here we have, I'll just try to combine these 3 cells together. So here I'll have my quarter one. So similarly like this, I'll just try to merge the other three cells together. So to have my other quarters. So I'll flash fill for all the 4 quarters. So then below this one, so all these completely, I just need to merge center these 2 cells to have all my months listed over here. So I'll completely select these 2 cells like this together. And then I'll say merge and center. So here I'll have the month January. And similarly, I'll just try to flash fill this till December over here. So let me completely select this. And then I'll do the formatting. So I'll increase the size, make this bold, and also I'll make this center line. So for this monthly habits, let me fill this with color, and then the text can be in this color. So for all the other quarters, I can completely select this and I'll have it in the other color. So this whole thing, we can just have the borders, outer borders over here. So this is going to be the complete table. So here what I can do is I can just try to list down all my monthly habits. So whatever habits I want to follow and then track that one, I can just completely list down the habits over here. So let's say first is that I want to do exercise. So that is going to be the first habit. And then the next habit, let's say I want to read daily. So like I want to read a book or something daily. And then the next habit is wake up at 6 a.m. So this is going to be the next habit which I want to follow. Next is going to be drink more water. And next is going to be do yoga. So this is going to be the next habit. And the last one is going to be learn new skill. So this is going to be the habit. So these are some of the habits which I'm trying to follow every month. So I'll try to list down all the habits over here, and also I can just centerline this. So next is I can try to go and have, so whether I have followed these habits over for each and every month or not. So here what I can do is I can just try to go and type out yes over here. So if I have followed for that particular month, I can just say yes over here. And like this, I can just try to go and say for whichever month I have followed. If I have not followed, I can just leave it blank. We can consider that as no. So if you want, we can do like this. Or else if you want to have a checkbox over here, you can even have a checkbox also for these particular cells. So let me say for whichever skill I try to do. So similarly like this, I'll just try to have this for all the skills. So whatever I have done, I'll just try to completely fill this table. So now I have filled this completely. So for whichever month I have actually followed this particular habit, I have actually said yes over here, yes over there in all these tables. So now what I'll try to do is I'll come to the top and then I'll try to find out for each and every month how many habits we have actually followed and how many habits we have actually not followed. So I'll just try to come and select that. So here we'll have a table at the top. So let's say over here, let me try to create a table. So here, let me say done and then not done. So this I'll have it and then percentage done. So how much percentage has been done? So this is going to be a table I'm going to create over here. So first, what I'll do is I'll completely select this till December month over here, and then I can draw the borders for this. I'll increase size, make this bold, and I'll come and fill the color for this. So I'll fill this with the green color, and for all this one I can just have the light green color filled over here. So now if I want to find out for how many habits I have followed for this particular month, January, so here I'm going to actually use the countifs function. So I'll say is equal to countifs, and then I'm going to open the bracket over here. So there's going to be two criteria. First criteria is that, let's say I'm going to select till here. So all the habits I'm going to select over here. So this is going to be first criteria. So inside the quotations, the criteria is nothing but whether there is some value over here. So for example, below if you see this D36, D37, these cells, I don't even have any value over there. So then I don't want to consider that as no. That means I have not done that skill. So I will check whether I have a habit listed over here. And that is going to be the first condition. The second condition is going to be whether here in this particular, that is in this particular range, I am going to have the word yes over here. So that means I have that particular habit has been followed. So I'll press enter. So you can see I'm getting 3. Right. So this is for done. So now what I can do is the range of these particular habits are going to remain the same. Right. So here I'll just try to come over here and then I'll give the absolute referencing for the complete range of all the habits listed, and the E28 to 38, that can change from month to month, right? So that is going to be the thing. So now I'll fill this formula. I'll just try to flash fill this for the entire year. Here I'm getting 6 habits which I have followed, all the habits I have followed. So you can easily see over here. So next is not done. So here I'm going to say is equal to, so countifs, and then I'll open the bracket. So the criteria is going to remain the same. So here I'll completely select all my habits over here, and then there should be some habit over here. So inside the quotation, I'm just giving greater than and lesser than symbol, comma, and then the next is going to be the yes. So I'll select the complete criteria range over here, comma. So here I will have no value. So that is the range, right? So inside this one, if there is no value, that is going to be the criteria for no. So I'll close the brackets, and then when I press enter, you can see I'm getting 3. That means here we have for 3 habits, there is no value. So that's why I'm getting 3. So here also I'll just try to go and do the absolute referencing of this complete habit range, and then I can just try to completely flash fill this formula for my entire year. So you can see 0. So I have like completed all my habits are done over for the December month. So easily you'll be able to track it over here. So next I need to do the percentage done. So how much percentage has been done? So I want to do that. So for that one, I'll be calculating is equal to, and then here I'll say, I'll open the brackets, and then first the done divided by, I'll open the brackets, so done plus my not done value. So this I'll have it. So and then this is going to be actually my percentage. So I'll not multiply by 100. I'll just have this. So when I press enter, you can see I'm getting 0.5. So now this is going to be the formula. So I'll just try to completely flash fill this formula here. And then here I'll select this completely, and then I'll convert this into percentage. So you can see I'm getting the percentage over here. So like 50%, 83%, here 50, again 33, like this. I'm just able to get the percentage over here. So how much percentage of the habits we have followed for each and every month, we'll be able to see with the help of this particular percentage term. So now it will be easy for us to completely track for the entire year So how many habits we have followed for each and every month, how many habits we have not followed for each and every month, and what is going to be the percentage done for that. We have calculated it over here. So next, what I'm going to do is, like a quarter wise, I'll have an average percentage, how much I have done, how much habits I have followed. I'll try to have a percentage for that. So here, let me say I'm going to say that the done, and here let me say it's going to be not done. And then what I'm going to do over here is, so here I'm going to say is equal to, so the sum of all the three values, that is for this particular quarter, what is going to be the sum? I'll just try to completely select this range over here, and then I'll try to divide that by 3. Right, so this is going to be the sum, whatever we're going to do, we'll get it over here. So here you can see I'm getting like this, that is 0.61. That's nothing but 61%. So I'll convert this into percentage over here. So this cell, I'll just convert this into percentage. So you can see I'm getting it at 61%. Similarly, for not done, I'll say is equal to 1 minus this done. So this is going to be the percentage. So you can see it is 61. Here automatically it's 39%. So we can get it for this quarter we have done. So now what I'll do is I'll completely select this, and then I'll go to insert, and let me create a donut chart to show how much is done and how much is not done. So I'll have the title as, so quarter 1 progress. So we can have the quarter 1 progress. So here I'll have this as a green color. So this is going to be the green color, and then the not done, we can have this in some like this color. So this is going to be the first graph for me. So I can just try to increase a little bit width of this column. For the particular row, I'll just try to increase the width, and then I can just fix it over here. So I'll just keep it over here. So this is going to be the quarter 1 progress we are just having. So just above the quarter 1, I can just have it over here like this. So next I'll try to do the done, and I'll try to calculate the not done percentage for the next quarter. So here I'm going to say is equal to sum of, I'll open the bracket. So this is going to be the 3 quarters, next 3 quarters, and then I'll say divide by 3. So here we have, and then I'll convert this into percentage. So here I'm going to say 1 minus this particular cell. So here I have for the second quarter. So next, let me try to do for the third quarter. So I'll have the done and not done. And here I'm going to say is equal to sum of, I'll open the bracket. So these 3 months, I'll have it, and divide by 3. So I'll convert this into percentage. And here I'll say is equal to 1 minus the done. So next I'll do for the last. So the last quarter, done and not done. And here is equal to sum of, I'll open the brackets, I'll completely select the 3 months percentage and then divide that by 3. So here I'll say percentage, and this is going to be 1 minus the done variable. So now I'll try to go and create the graphs. So let me create a donut chart over here. So I'll completely select this. I'll go to insert, and then let me have a donut chart. So here I can just make this into this size. So the same size over here, and I'll keep it over here. So here I can name this as quarter 2 progress. So how well we have followed. So the done, for done I'll have the color as the green color, and for not done I'll have this color. So this is going to be for the quarter 2 progress. So next I'll try to do a graph for quarter 3. So I'll have the donut chart. Here I'll name this as quarter 3 progress, and I'll go and change the done color to the green color and the not done to the light ash color. So next, for the last quarter, we'll just try to create the graph. So I'll go insert a donut chart. I'll decrease size, and then let me keep it over here. So I'll say this as quarter 4 progress, and then I'll go and change the color. So this is the complete graph we are having for our 4 quarters. So easily we'll be able to see the progress. So how much is done. So for example, for the first quarter, you can see that is like around 61% is done. And second quarter, it's very less than 25%. Next quarter is somewhere around 35, 40%. And the fourth quarter is like 50% habits. Whatever we have said, we try to follow that. So easily we have created a graph for all the 4 quarters. Next is we'll try to create a graph for the month wise and how much percentage has been completed. We'll just try to create a graph. So I'll completely select this month over here, and then maybe we can just, I'll just try to paste this. I'll transpose and then paste this. So here we'll have it. And then similarly, I'll have the percentage done over here. So I'll completely select this. So we can just say this is going to be equal to, so this particular cell, I'll just say it. So I can just try to say that, say for the next month also, it's going to be equal to the next cell. So like this, for March month, I can say it's going to be equal to the March month percentage over here. So like this, I'll just try to go and say for all the months. So now we have the complete percentage. So how much percentage is done. So I'll just try to select this completely, and then I'll go to insert, and then here let me create a 3D line chart we have created. So maybe I'll just try to go and change the chart type to a 2D line chart over here. So this is the chart we'll get. So I'll just try to keep this at the top. I can just try to increase the width of like the one particular row, so it will automatically fit. So I'll have it from end to end. From January to December, you'll be able to completely see the graph. So here I'll have the chart title as percentage done. So that is going to be a chart title, and we don't want this. So I can just delete this. And I'll also change the fill color to our green color. Okay, so with the help of this particular graph, you can see how much percentage has been completed. So like 0.4 percentage, here 0.8 somewhere, like this for each and every month, how much percentage has been completed. You'll be easily able to see with the help of this particular graph. So this is how you can create a monthly habit tracker. So where you can try to enter all your habits, and then you can enter whether you have followed that habit for that particular month, like yes, or you can even have a checkbox over here. And then the quarterly analysis we have done. So how many habits we have followed for that particular month and how many has been not followed. And then at the top, we have also created the percentage done for the complete year. The graph also we have created. So this is how we can create a simple monthly habit tracker, and then you'll be able to track all your habits. So if you wish to use this habit tracker template and then track all your habits, I've given the link in the description. You can try to go and download this habit tracker from there. I have also created multiple templates to track your productivity and lifestyle, like a to-do list tracker, weight loss and fitness tracker, travel planner. So like this, I have created many templates. You can visit my website plrduck.com and then download these templates from there. So the great thing is that these templates are available for both Google Sheet and Excel. It also comes with master resale rights and commercial rights. So where you can try to edit these templates as per your wish and then share it with as many people you like. I hope you would have liked this video. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more such content. Also, thanks for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in another Excel or Google Sheet tutorial.